Hi guys, welcome back to another Jeff and Chidu video. Today we're not going to do anything, but I thought that maybe we could share something about our pets. So some of you might know that we adopted two cats in August 2021. Their names were Hine and Oni. So they're both tabbies and one's a male and one's a female. The female was about 2.5 years old and the male was 5 months old when we adopted him. It took time for them to get along. It's a pretty normal cat thing. So by the end of the first month, they were pretty good friends, and sometimes they would hang out and sleep next to each other. Once in a while you see them grooming each other. We went away on a weekend trip to see family, and so we put them into a cattery for a couple of nights. And when we got home and we brought them home, we started noticing that Hine had a personality change. We noticed that Hine was very hostile towards Oni. It's as though she no longer remembers him. Now, we read online and apparently it was quite normal because cats can pick up other scent during their visit at the cattery. We let it settle for the next week or two. After about a month, things actually worsened. She would growl and hiss at Oni, and she would chase him down with a lot of aggression. It was really different from when they would play in the early days. And then eventually we noticed that Hine was no longer doing her number twos in the litter box. She would just be doing it all over the floor, and that was actually a sign of distress. And we figured that it's quite possibly that she actually doesn't like other cats. She prefers to be an only cat, and that Oni's presence was making her really stressed. Also, with Hine, she really wanted to go out of the house every day, and that was quite difficult because having lost our previous cat to a dog attack and now living at this location where we have a lot of native birds, we didn't really want the cats to be roaming outside unless they're being supervised. So we decided that Hine and Oni were no longer good companions for each other. And so we rang up our shelter and asked if we could, I know this sounds really bad, but we asked if we could swap her for another cat. And the intention is so that both Oni and Hine would get a better quality of life, to put it that way. And basically the 3 months that we've had Hine would be taken as a foster period, and then we let the shelter know what Hine's characteristics were like, and that she prefers to be outdoors and probably likes to be an only cat, in which they agreed after observation. It was really sad to let Hine go because we've already formed a bond with her, and when we said our goodbyes, it was heartbreaking. It was sad. But in saying that, I know that this group of volunteers at the shelter, they're really good, they're really capable, and that they will find a good home for Hine, a good suitable home for Hine. Now, let's change the tune of the story. We got another male cat. He's about 14 months old when we got him. And so he came home with us in November 2021. He is a different cat. He is so chill, first day he got home, we let him out with Oni. No hisses, no growls, and he was just happy to explore, and Oni would tag along, followed him all around the house. So that was a really good sign, and up till today, the two boys, they bonded really well. Although I must say they play really rough, like boys. Oni's just a sore loser. He would cry and hiss and run away every time he was losing. It's been really good having them together, so I think it's an improvement for both Oni and Sunny's lives. We haven't seen Hine at the adoption center, so I think that means she has been adopted, and that's a good sign. I think what I really wanted to share in this video is that we don't really have to feel bad if we have to return a cat, because ultimately we're trying to make the best decisions for the cats in the long term. I know we felt a lot of guilt, but we shouldn't really. But it's just the whole emotion that you go through. But yeah, I think we ended with quite a good outcome, and I really do enjoy having the two boys. I've never had two boy cats before, but there's always a first time. I'm hoping to do a few more things for them around the house and to enrich their lives. So if you follow on, maybe the Catio would be a project for this year. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. I hope to see you guys back again next time. See ya.